See, there's a lot of reasons I like Mike McCarthy. A lot. But there's one thing I really like about him that's truly a sign of a good leader. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. Right back like I never left. What's good with y'all, man? Look, I've been thinking, man. You know, it's the bye week, and not a lot of real big Cowboys news. A lot of stats floating around. It's some dope defensive stats I'm going to touch on. I really want to kind of delve into a little bit more about who's been the catalyst, the driving force of this defense. But we'll get to that. Got a little bit more time this week, with us not playing. So we definitely will get to that. But I wanted to talk to y'all about Mike McCarthy, man. Because that seems to be the hot button issue. That's where the media want to dive into and hate on. And, the driving force of negativity around this team, outside of what happened with Casey, we discussed that yesterday, is Mike McCarthy. And the media wants to push this narrative of he's going to hold the Cowboys back. They would win without him. And I'm just like, it's one of those things where the media just try to find anything negative to just drive home this whole thought process of Mike McCarthy can't coach. And it's idiotic to me. Before the season started, I heard all of this. We got the fourth best coach in the division. And then after Joe Judge has showed that he's incompetent and, Nick Sirianni seems to not even be capable of tying his shoes. And then you got Ron Rivera, who's supposed to be a good coach. But you go look at Ron Rivera's stats, winning-wise, and you start to notice that he has more losing seasons than winning seasons. And you really start to realize that everyone just pushing the narrative for no reason. See, Mike McCarthy is a great coach simply because of this. A great general empowers his lieutenants. And the same thing that everybody's trying to be negative about Mike McCarthy about is the same reason why I look at him as a great general, a great leader. Because he's empowering these lieutenants. He's not like Bill Belichick, who runs like a dictatorship. And you don't really know who's in control. And you didn't really doing nothing. And then you go and become a head coach and you're incompetent. Now, see, Mike McCarthy's letting Dan Quinn run the defensive show. For real. Like picking personnel and putting players places and making and calling the shots. He's letting Kellen Moore run the offense with Dak Prescott. Like run the offense. See, Nussmeier, the quarterback coach, said today that you don't really manage Dak Prescott. He manages himself. And this offense is cultivated and been shaped by Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott. And he let them do their thing. He's a general. He calls the overall shots, but he don't undermine. That's a sign of a good leader. See, good leaders know when to empower and when to pull back on power. And I've been watching Mike from Hard Knocks, because you can't hide in Dallas. Hard Knocks, all these behind the scenes things, the media, I know they've been getting on Mike about stupid stuff like, yo, why did you go for it there and all this extra stuff? Because I got a question for y'all. The Buffalo Bills, who have not beaten a team over 500, I said that on Twitter. It's supposed to be this great team. Have not beaten a team over 500, but that's a story for another day. They lost on Monday night because their coach wanted to go for it on fourth down, not take the 3 and go into overtime. He wanted to be greedy and go for it, and he didn't get it. And all I heard the next day was, this was a great call, and he believes in his guys. Right? But when Mike McCarthy does it, when he goes for it, on our side of the 40 or the 50, and we don't get it. Because, the results make people think it's a bad or a good call. It's not that he believes in his guys. It's just a stupid call. And it's idiotic to me. It's because you like McDermott. You like the Bills coach. You don't like McCarthy. You want to find something to be negative about. You think Mike McCarthy don't believe in Dak Prescott, who's better than Josh Allen? You think he don't believe in Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, Dalton Schultz? That O-line, he don't believe that we can get 2 yards? Yeah, that's why Mike McCarthy goes for it so much. Our offense is amazing. So it's confusing to me when one coach is believing in his players and instilling some type of a culture, and the other coach is just, I don't know what he's doing. It's idiotic to me. Then it's one thing they want to get on him about is you weren't aggressive going into the half. Going into the half, they're harping on one particular situation where you don't know what he was thinking. Something stupid like that. They're harping on the thing in in LA with the Chargers, where we won the game. But they ain't like that he let the clock tick down too much, and it ain't look like he knew what he was doing, and he ain't know and they ain't like his story, and it's just shut up. Shut up. Mike McCarthy has came in and flipped this team. This is his team. He been doing all of this. He recognized his errors last year. He brought in somebody. Now, I know Jerry Jones and them made the Dan Quinn hire, but he hasn't undermined Dan at all. Another head coach. He's done nothing but empower Dan. The players love Dan Quinn, but they love Mike McCarthy too. Don't trip. We 5-1. That goes on his resume. See, I know y'all don't want to act like this. It can be one thing and not the other, but yeah, he's 5-1 this year. All that stuff last year, well, I don't know if he's having success without Aaron Rodgers. No, it's in your face. It's happening. Y'all don't want to acknowledge it. You feel me? I like Mike's aggressiveness. I used to hate Jason Garrett. Like, he would drive me nuts with all the conservative stuff. All that conservative stuff got us nothing. Not nothing. We wanted Jason Garrett gone. We brought in the diametrically opposed opposite of him. And he's doing opposite stuff. He goes for it. He empowers Bones Fossil. Bones be making some crazy special teams calls. But he's fine with his general, one of his lieutenants, making calls like that. He let Bones call that punt block in the Patriots game. And without that play, that's one of the momentum swingers of the game. We didn't get points, but it swung the momentum. It's just crazy to me that y'all don't want to give this dude credit. And it's not everybody. Some people is on the Mike McCarthy train. But I think he's a great leader. And I feel like with what he's building and what we're building, he going to get us further than any coach since Jimmy has gotten us. And y'all still ain't going to want to give him credit. But I'm a person that likes to listen to what people tell you when they're telling you. I'm not a person that tries to just listen to what you're saying and try to, oh, he really means this. I've heard nothing but praise of Mike McCarthy coming out of that organization and from the players. Care what the media talking about. The media is trained to make stories up. And right now, the best story they think they can find that's negative-wise with Dallas is they got an incompetent coach and they're winning in spite of. No, that we're winning because of. Mike McCarthy is doing a lot more than people want to acknowledge. I watched Hard Knocks. Go back and watch Hard Knocks a little bit closer. He's not in the meetings, not paying attention. He's leading the meetings. Mike McCarthy was the first person to say, hey, we working Dak a little too hard before his shoulder got hurt. Oh, he's well aware of what's going on. Y'all need to start giving him more respect, man. I do. I respect Mike. And my joke, I'm telling you, bearded Mike is different. Mike grew a beard over the summer. He got more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But look, y'all let me know how y'all feel about our coach in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you rock with Mike McCarthy, just write I rock with Mike McCarthy. If you want to hate, you're going to hate. But I'm telling you, this 5-1 ain't by accident. This 5-1 is legitimate because our leader, our coach leader, is doing his job. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. I holla.